of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we can gather at today's event. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Radia Cantika, and on behalf of University of Al-Azhar Indonesia, we are delighted to welcome you to the international seminar, Biotechnology for Sustainable Development. We are honored to introduce and welcome the guest today. Professor Lan Xingguo from Northeast Forestry University, China. Professor Dr. Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib from the International Islamic University, Malaysia. Mr. Yanis Kudins, PhD from Daugavpils University, Latvia. Dr. Renat Yunus Effendi from the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. All the delegates from Daugavpils University, Northeast Forestry University, and International Islamic University. Rector of University of Al-Azhar Indonesia, Professor Dr. Insinyur Asep Saifuddin, MSc. All vice rectors of University Al-Azhar Indonesia, all the faculties deans of the University Al-Azhar Indonesia, heads and secretaries of all departments of the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia, we warmly welcome all the distinguished guests and participants in this room and those attending via Zoom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To open our event today, I will first invite Muhammad Fatir Ar-Rahman to recite the Holy Quran, Surah Ali Imran, verses 190 to 194. Fatir is a student mobility candidate for Daugavpils University Spring 2024 under Erasmus+. To Mr. Fatir, please recite the Quran.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna fi khalqis samawati wal ardi wa ikhtilafil laili wan nahar واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد صدق الله العظيم. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Fatir, for the beautiful Quran recitation. May Allah bless those who read and listened. All the distinguished guests, for a brief moment, we would like to invite you to rise and sing the national anthem of Indonesia and the hymn of University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, may all rise. You may be seated now. Ladies and gentlemen, an opening remark from the Head of Office of Research, Innovation and Community Service, Dr. Renat Yunus Effendi, SPD MSI MSc. To Mr. Yunus, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear respected speakers and all the participants here, before I start give some information about this seminar, I would like to thank you and give you high appreciate to all the participants, all the delegation from Daugavpil University Latvia, from Norwest Forestry University China, and also from International Islamic University Malaysia. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Yunus Effendi. I am the head of Research Institute, Innovation and Community Service of Al-Azhar University. And also I would like to give very high appreciate to Rector of University of Al-Azhar, Professor Dr. Insun Asep Sarifuddin, and also all the Vice Rector, all the Dean and also Vice Dean, all the head of department, and of course all of you, the participant in this room or also in the Zoom, or on the online room. So this seminar is actually, the international conference is actually one of our effort to introduce about what we have already done in Al-Azhar and what we want to make collaboration with all our friends university. And this is actually at the first, and after this internal conference, actually there will be also another seminar will be followed by national seminar and parallel session. And then in this event, we also have launching announcement about the research institute collaboration research and innovation center of biotechnology, genetic and breeding of Al-Azhar University, and also the launching of magister program in natural science. And today we also have some research paper that will be presented. I think about 103 research paper will be presented, and there's also 55 community research community service paper will be presented from the 9 different university from Indonesia. And I would like to very thank you to all of you. Together we celebrate this scientific week, hopefully. And we begin this international seminar, Biotechnology for Sustainable Development. Me personally, I'm very thank you for your coming, and hopefully we can continue this seminar with another next seminar, which probably more, there will be more participants coming from another country also. So thank you for all you, and Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Yunus, for the opening remark. Moving to the next agenda, the opening ceremony by the Rector of University Al-Azhar Indonesia, Professor Dr. Insinyur Asep Saifuddin MSc. To Professor Asep, please come forward.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. For sure I would like to thanks a lot for the participant, especially from outside of Indonesia. We have a great collaborations with some people here. I saw Professor Maan from IUM, which I visit a couple months ago to your campus, and we have signed the collaboration for research and student exchange and faculty exchange, including international seminar like now. I am very thankful for your coming, and say hello to Professor Zulkifli, Director of International Islamic University in Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much. And then I saw yesterday we met the people from Dugaville. One of our university collaborate since 3 years ago, and we sent at the time one of the students to Dugaville, and they told me that the student is very good and excellent, and fortunately a couple months ago she graduated with a very high honor, and then we provide her an award to go to Mecca for Umrah. So the student is from biology. And I heard the Latvia group will visit other campus, could be in Jakarta. In Gajah Mada is one of the best university in Indonesia. And yesterday, a couple of days ago, they went to Bandung. One of the picture that Indonesia Raya was sung, and then you saw some picture. But if you go to all the picture, you need at least 2 years to visit all. So I suggest them to come to Indonesian Miniature Park. We need not 2 years for a miniature park. 2 hours is okay, but still not enough. 2 hours. If you have time, you must visit the Indonesian Miniature Park. And then, thank you very much. Some faculty member from Nevu University. Nevu University is one of the university in China that we signed the MOU here a long time ago. Not long time ago, it could be last year. I forgot. Anyway, today is one of the implementations of our collaborations. So I'm very thankful for your coming here. Enjoy Indonesia. It's not hot anymore, but many raining for this month. Thank you very much. Give applause to our guests, please. And at this moment, as Pak Yunus mentioned, that today we will have a seminar between University of Al-Azhar Indonesia and Dugaville, IIUM and Nevu, and some of the faculty members are here, and please optimize this present, and then if you would like to have more research with IIUM, with Dugaville or Nevu, I am very pleased to recommend you. And then the keynote will be given by the same name as I am. His name is Professor Asep Saifuddin Cho, but he is now in Germany, so he apologized not to come here, but as long as the name is the same, so I replace him. So he is the rector of Indonesian Islamic University in Jakarta, and we collaborate with them, and we put some students in his dormitory. So because I have 100 students from outside of Java, and they need to be one place, so I asked Professor Asep to facilitate me. A good thing, because with Asep is same family. We are the same member of World Asep Association. I am the head of expert in asset association. Okay, and then thank you very much for Lembaga Penelitian Innovation dan Pengabdian Masyarakat, Pak Yunus, and KUI, Pak Gozali, to arrange this program. I am happy here that some of faculty here, and also we have the Vice Rector for Collaboration and Resources, Ibu Ade. Please stand up, Bu Ade. Ya, ini Bu Ade, I think. And then also we have the Vice Rector for Student Affairs, Pak Faisal Hendra is here. But I believe the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs still hectic with APT, yeah, with accreditation. So I just also would like to let you know that after finish my talk here, and then could be at 11 o'clock we have to go out to upload the accreditation, and I want you to pray for us to get a high standard of accreditations in Indonesia, at least to be what we call excellence, yeah, first rank of Indonesia. Now we are in the very good condition, which is the second rank, and the first rank is excellent. So hopefully we got an excellent. After that, we can have another talk, another seminar for celebration of excellent status of University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. Thank you, the Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology, and all faculty from our campus. Thank you very much for your presence. And again, you can see that what we call music, and maybe you guess what music is that. Perhaps the Malaysian also not really recognize that music is made by bamboo, many bamboo in Java especially, and the patient would like to use that bamboo for relax, and then they use it like that. But the thinker is not from West Java. The thinker is Javanese, is Sundanese Bugis from Sulawesi. So from Sulawesi came to Java 100 years ago, and he became Java Sundanese, and he created this bamboo. We will listen the song. Even you can use that one. But for the moment, I think we do not have time to use that one. They will play for you. Yeah. And thank you very much again. And then beside this seminar, we will have a launch for master program on natural resource management. I would like to ask Ibu Nita Noriko, please stand up. Here's the head of, here's the chairwoman for master program on natural resource management. And then I'm very happy if we can collaborate with you, as we have the student for graduate program, and we can have some research project with IIUM and FU and the Gutfield, at least, for this kind of nice opportunity, because natural or environment are one of the main major problems in the world, not only in Indonesia. So we can collaborate to reduce the problems. And the other thing is, we would like to launch the new center, what we call CRIC Center, a Collaborative Research and Innovation Center on biotechnology and plant breeding. So that why we have that biotechnology and plant breeding? Because we are in the process of developing new strain of corn. You know, corn is very important for animal food, animal feed, and also for us. But the corn is now still imported. Many tons of corn are imported from Thailand or other place of the world. Although we are very good in growing corn. So one of the researchers create a new strain with high productivity and resistant to some disease and appropriate for the tropical countries, especially Indonesia, and would like to launch that program, that corn. So at least three programs for this morning, seminar, and master program, and launching of CRIC of biotechnology and plant breeding. Thank you very much, and I think I also see the Dean of Faculty of Cultural Science, Ibu Lucy, is here. Thank you for sponsoring that angklung, ya, terima kasih. And I think if I mention all the people, the time is limited. Thank you very much again. I hope God bless us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Professor Asep, for the remark. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that today's event is conducted with utmost grace and blessings, let's begin by reciting the prayer that will be read by Muhammad Fatir Ar-Rahman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start this seminar, it would be better if we pray together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وذنوب والدينا وارحمهما كما ربيانا صغارا. ولجميع المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك سلامة في الدين وعافية في الجسد وزيادة في العلم وبركة في الرزق وتوبة قبل الموت ورحمة عند الموت ومغفرة بعد الموت. اللهم هون علينا في سكرات الموت والنجاة من النار والعفو عند الحساب. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا ذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Moving to the next agenda, the souvenir handover that will be represented by Professor Dr. Insinyur Asep Saifuddin MSc from University Al-Azhar Indonesia to the all honorable speakers. Professor Asep, please come forward. And we would like to invite Mr. Yanis Kudin's PhD to receive the souvenir. We also invite Professor Lan Xingguo and Professor Dr. Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay for the photo session. Please stay for the photo session. And we would like to invite Mr. Yunus to join the ladies and gentlemen at the front for the photo session. All right, thank you, gentlemen. You may go back to your seat. Distinguished guests, it is with great pleasure that the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia announces the launch of Collaborative Research and Innovation Center, or CRIC for short, on biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. Please give applause. CRIC is a prestigious nonprofit organization affiliated with the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. It collaborates with leading universities, research institutes, governmental and non-governmental organizations, and research and development companies. CRIC's mission, ladies and gentlemen, is to promote collaborative research initiatives in biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. Now, we will proceed to watch a brief video about CRIC.
In the heart of discovery, brilliant minds converge to push the boundaries of what is possible. This is the dawn of a new era in biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. Welcome to Collaborative Research and Innovation Center on Biotechnology, Genetics, and Breeding, where science and nature converge to shape the future. The Collaborative Research and Innovation Center on Biotechnology, Genetics, and Breeding, CRIC-BGB, is a non-profit unit affiliated with the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. At CRIC-BGB, we bring together brilliant minds from all over the world. We believe that diversity and interdisciplinary research collaboration are the keys to progress. Our vision is strive to establish a preeminent hub for pioneering research and cutting-edge technology product development in the fields of biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. To To achieve it, our mission are establish a leadership role in the fields of plant genetic engineering and biotechnology through pioneering research that results in cutting-edge technologies, agronomic products, extensive expertise, and influential publications. Our mission is founded on the sustainable harnessing of our nation's genetic resources to enhance a crop production and ensure food security. The aim of GREAT-UGB is to foster interdisciplinary research, encourage innovation, and promote knowledge transfer in biotechnologies, genetics, and breeding topics. We embrace innovation to improve lives. Our research and development facilities are the heart of our dedication to progress. Recognition is a testament to our commitment. We have earned patents and accolades for our transformative work. We partner with prestigious research institutes, international and national universities, industry, and government institutions. Moreover, our mission extends beyond the lab. Thus, we collaborate with farmers, social communities, and NGOs, empowering them with the knowledge and tools they need to thrive. At GREAT-UGB, we are shaping the future. Join us in the journey to reach better national prosperity and more sustainable world.
In addition to Craig, we are also pleased to introduce to you our newest department. Today, we are proud to introduce the Master of Management of Natural Resources, which will be offered under the esteemed Faculty of Science and Technology. This department aims to provide students with a comprehensive understanding of climate change anticipation, food security, and natural resources sustainability within the framework of Rahmatan lil Alamin. This course is designed to equip students with the necessary tools and knowledge to address these critical issues professionally and responsibly. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will now watch a short video about the new master's degree.
In the latest move, the authorities have sanctioned 13 firms in the last few weeks as they failed to meet operational standards. They have ordered some civil servants to work remotely and have even launched various tests.
Indonesia is committed to solving environmental problems with strategy by reducing emissions by 29% compared to the business as usual scenario by 2030, developing sustainable agriculture and plantations, and reduction of deforestation and forest degradation. The contribution of University of Al-Azhar Indonesia is to produce master graduates who are able to manage natural resources based on the concept of Rahmatan lil Alamin through Magister Management of Natural Resources. Its vision is to become a leading faculty of science and technology in forming excellent and dignified human beings who have intellectual abilities based on Islamic spiritual, moral, and ethical values. Its missions are organizing education to form human resources with akhlakul karimah character shown by the behavior of Siddiq, Fatonah, Amanah, and Tabligh, and carry out research and community service in the field of natural resource management related to food security and natural resources sustainability, especially in the face of climate change, so as to provide leverage for sustainable national development by applying the principles of enterprising university. Its uniqueness and mastery are climate change anticipating, food security, natural resources sustainability, and application Rahmatan lil Alamin concept. Some of the career prospects are researchers, bureaucrats, politicians, entrepreneurs, lecturer, counselor, and instructor. Here are the lectures of the program. The research and community service for this program was achieved by the collaboration with some universities such as Asia University Taiwan, Institute of Technology Bandung, University of Sunan Kalijaga, University of Pancasila, University of Pakuan, and with Pusat Riset Teknologi Industri Proses dan Manufaktur BRIN, PT Bio Farma Persero Batan, Government of Cianjur West Java, and Government of Bengkulu Province.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Riri Tulisari dari UI Green Metric Walk University Ranking Universitas Indonesia mengucapkan selamat atas dibukanya Magister Program Pengelolaan Sumber Daya Alam di Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia. Semoga program Magister SDA ini semakin maju dan berkembang dan menghasilkan lulusan-lulusan magister yang dapat mengatasi berbagai permasalahan yang dihadapi di bidang lingkungan. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Rohidin Mersah, Gubernur Bengkulu, mengucapkan selamat sekaligus kami menyambut baik atas dibukanya program studi Magister Strata 2 bidang pengelolaan sumber daya alam di Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia. Semoga Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia dapat menghasilkan sumber daya manusia yang berakhlak mulia dan bertakwa kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala serta mampu dan profesional dalam mengelola sumber daya alam untuk ketahanan pangan, ketahanan energi, dan kelestarian sumber daya alam dan lingkungan. Karena sungguh Indonesia dikaruniai alam dan sumber daya yang sungguh sangat berlimpah dan sangat beraneka ragam. Maka tentu dibutuhkan sumber daya yang handal dan profesional agar dapat mengelola itu semua dengan baik untuk kepentingan generasi sekarang dan yang akan datang. Sukses, jaya selalu, dan mudah-mudahan selalu mendapatkan berkah dan ridho dari Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Amin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Saya Silveris Oscar Unggul atau dipanggil Onte, Wakil Ketua Umum Kadin Indonesia Bidang Lingkungan Hidup dan Kehutanan, mengucapkan selamat atas terbentuknya program Magister Pengelolaan Sumber Daya Alam di Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia. Semoga dengan terbentuknya program Magister ini, sumber daya manusia dalam pengelolaan sumber daya alam yang berkualitas di Indonesia semakin bertambah, sehingga sumber daya alam Indonesia benar-benar bisa memberikan manfaat bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia. Sekali lagi selamat, semoga sukses dengan program Magister Pengelolaan Sumber Daya Alam di Universitas Al-Azhar Indonesia.
All the distinguished guests, before we continue to the next agenda, we invite you to enjoy a welcoming performance from the Japanese Language and Culture Department. The performance will be presented by Angklung Kizuna Melody UAI, an angklung orchestra established under the Faculty of Humanities UAI in 2014. The orchestra has won several accolades, including being invited to perform at the residence of the Japanese ambassador in Indonesia, opening various cultural festival events outside UAI, and winning regional angklung competitions. They recently won first place in the regional angklung competition held by Women Care for Indonesian Development in collaboration with the Ministry of Law and Human Rights and the Ministry of Trade. The songs performed today are the songs that were played when Angklung Kizuna Melody won first place, that is Rayuan Pulau Kelapa and Ondel Ondel. Without further ado, let's give applause and enjoy the performance. right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move to the main agenda, that is the international seminar, Biotechnology for Sustainable Development. And the speakers are Professor Lan Xingguo from Northeast Forestry University from China, Professor Dr. Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib from the International Islamic University Malaysia, Ms. Zeiga Fitola from Daugavpils University, Latvia, and Dr. Rernat Yusnus Effendi from University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. The seminar will be led by our moderator, Mr. Firman Alamsyah SSE MSE PhD, and Mr. Firman is a lecturer and the head of Biology Laboratory at the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. He is a brilliant individual who has achieved outstanding academic success. He completed his undergraduate studies at the Faculty of Biology at the University of Gajah Mada. He then pursued his master's degree at the School of Life Science and Technology at Bandung Institute of Technology. After that, he continued his studies at the University of Tokyo. Throughout the years spanning from 1997 to 2023, Mr. Firman has received numerous awards and scholarships. Notable among them are the European Association for Cancer Research Conference to attend the Accelerating Cancer Immunotherapy Conference in the United Kingdom, the Scholar Award from the International Botanical Congress 19 in Shenzhen, China, and the Research Scholarship from the Turkish government. Furthermore, he has diligently attended numerous training courses related to biology. To start the seminar, I would like to invite Mr. Firman Alamsyah to take over the event. To Mr. Firman, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Santika. Good morning, everyone. So, in this current session, we will have international seminar with theme Biotechnology for Sustainable Development. This seminar is held offline at this amphitheater room and also online via Zoom. Can we show the participant in the Zoom? Maybe we can show them on the screen, so we can say hello to them. Can we see them on the screen? Okay, just say hello to them. Hello Bapak Ibu semua, terima kasih sudah datang. Okay, we're waiting. So in this seminar we will have 4 speakers from the 4 different countries. Namely, the first, Professor Lan Xingguo from China, Zhou Shanghao, Professor, and then Professor Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib from Malaysia. Selamat pagi, Sabul Khair, Professor. And then Miss Zeiga Fitola from Latvia. Which one? Oh, you are. Thank you. Zeiga, I love it. Good morning. And then Dr. Rernat Yusnus Effendi from Indonesia. Wilujeng Enjing, Pak Yunus. You are not from Sunda Empire, right, Pak Yunus? Okay, thank you. And of the 3 foreign countries represented by the 3 speakers, only Latvia is the one that I have never visited. I visited Malaysia for many times, Kuala Lumpur, and also visited Shenzhen in China in 2017. But Latvia, I've never visited. But next year, inshallah, yeah. But I feel close to Latvia because I have T-shirt from Latvia. It was given by our students, Amel. So this is a T-shirt from Latvia. Yeah. Okay. So I feel close to Latvia. Almost there, yeah. So give me the ticket. Okay. Yogstek Krikos. Nice t-shirt, right? Okay, everyone, we will start the seminar. At this seminar, each speaker will talk for 15 minutes, followed by question and answer session in 10 minutes. So we will start with this first speaker, Professor Lan Xing Huo. Please come forward, Professor Lan. Please come forward with me. Oh ya, terima kasih Profesor Asep, Bu Ade. Thank you. Inshallah. Please have a seat, Professor Lan. Can we have his CV on the screen? And also the slide. I will read his CV first. Okay. Professor Lan Xing Huo, he is a professor of biochemistry and molecular biology. Please have a seat here, Professor. And he's an associate dean of College of Life Science in the Northeast Forestry University in Republic of China. His research field focuses on exploring the cellular signaling mechanism that regulates compatible or self-incompatible pollination events during plant reproductions. And he also has published some papers. Okay, we will listen to the lecture of Professor Lan. You have 15 minutes. Okay, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I had a PowerPoint. May I show the PowerPoint? It's my great honor to participate in this seminar. So I'm from the College of Life Science, Northeast University in China. Today I will give a talk about from degree program to research field in biotechnology. First, I will introduce Northeast Forestry University, NEFU. NEFU was founded 1952. In 2000, it under the Ministry of Education. In 2005, it's entitled in Project 211, the China Top University. And in 2017, NEFU was selected as the first class discipline construction university. So it's very important, the first class discipline for the university development. And also the NEFU have the Liangshui Forest Park and the Maoshan Forest Park and other bases. This is very important for the biology resources for teaching and research. And now I will give the brief introduce the College of Life Science. Today I will give the undergraduate program and the graduate program and the research field. Now we have faculty member 127, professor 41, and associate professor 49. All the professors had a PhD degree. We offer the two undergraduate program. One is biotechnology, another is biological science. As the national first class undergraduate program in China, we have the excellent team, the NEFU team. This team, more than 20 undergraduate students join this team, and they will spend 1 year or 2 years to design the research project and do experiments and get data and participate in the international competition, such as the international genetic engineering machine competition IgM. And we won 8 medal, 8 gold medal in last 10 years. And all students will go abroad to attend the competition. And by this competition, students can share the insight and the result with other students. So it's very important for the professional, for improve professional capacity for the undergraduate. And also undergraduate students can make friends and to prove international communication with other students. They are the first class national biological discipline in China, so including the cell biology, development biology, biochemistry and molecular biology, microbiology, botany, and bioinformatics. Also, we provide a master program, PhD program. Also, for the excellent PhD students, we can provide the postdoctoral position with the highest salary to in China. So, also some graduate students publish the high level paper such as Nature Plant or Nature Communication and PNAS. And now we will focus on the research field in our college. In plant and microbiology and human disease related research, we use some technology such as CRISPR-Cas9 system to test the function of candidate gene for plant development and plant reproduction. My research is focused on the plant reproduction. And we also use the tissue culture technology to produce some important medicinal plant tissue or cell. And for the microbiology, we decipher the biosynthetic pathway for the secondary metabolic. And we use the biology synthesis approach to synthesize some important compound. For the human disease, we also do some the stem cell study for some of the disease. Also, we do the transgenic animal study and anti-cancer peptide. So I will give some example for the different field. The first, I give this example in plant. So we use this plant. It's ginseng. Ginseng is a very famous herb, and in this genre we found Elata. It's a very close related genre. So we first sequence the genome of Elata. We want to decipher the saponin. Saponin is synthesized. Also, we found this. We focus on the DDS gene. This gene, we do the compare the collision of ginseng and the Elata genome. We found the DDS gene. This gene in ginseng, they had the 17 exon, but in Elata only have the 5 exon. So this in Elata, the loss of DDS gene result in the different saponin for style. So we found some tandem duplication, some of the gene involved in the tritropin biosynthesis. So this is the data we publish the Nature Communication. So this is the important, this is the data. And second, in Planta, we focus on the tissue culture. Tissue culture, we established the pesticide-free and the pollution-free system for the large-scale propagation of from ginseng or the eleta or all other plants, so we can get more the tissue and the cell. And also we designed the China first medium style tonnage ginseng. Ginseng we use the we use the root formation tank, so we can reach 100 kilogram of ginseng each ton. We from the flask, 10 liter bioreactor, and the 5-ton bioreactor. So this is for the industrial. And we use some special material from the fungi, bacteria, mushroom, from the forest resources. We investigate the biosynthesis pathway of natural compound, and also we test the function of candidate gene, and we try use this synthetic biology approach to get the industrial compound. So this is the microbiology in our college. And the last field I will give it's anti-peptide.
Next slide.
Okay. So this anti-peptide, in my college, some professor worker in this YY1 and the EZH2, the two protein is high expressed oncoprotein. So we mapping the two protein binding site. We found the OPB and the YPB domain. This domain, we designed this domain, the peptide. In the cell culture and the mouse model, we use the peptide can significantly suppress the breast cancer cell. So this is very important for the disease, human disease recovery, and also we get the patent. So this maybe this is the general target we can use for some cancer.
Next slide.
Okay. The last slide I will talk the international collaboration. We had the international collaboration with the University of Auckland in New Zealand and the University of Calgary in Canada. So the student can obtain the double degree from the nephew and the other university. And also we had the academic collaboration with other the university, such as the Tokyo in Japan and the Purdue in USA. And also we many teachers will go to different university for training, short training. So we are looking forward to the international collaboration, especially. I came here, so I want to talk more, do more collaboration, and I will check, I will go around the campus, maybe we do the further collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Lan, for his interesting lecture. You can. Okay, we have 10 minutes for discussion sessions, and I will give you 2 questions, one from this room and the other from the Zoom rooms. Do you have one question from here? Actually from the biology department, because he talks about medicinal plan for cancer treatment. Actually, I work in cancer treatment, Professor Lan.
Yeah.
and especially medical device to treat cancer in breast cancer and glioblastoma. But next year, I will study cancer treatment from enzymes in Nepenthes. Do you know Nepenthes? Yes,
Okay.
Nepenthes is an endemic plant in Indonesia and also in Southeast Asia. So I want to extract the enzymes and also to try this protein to treat cancer. Maybe we can cooperate
Thank you.
in next year, inshallah. Yeah.
I will study the background and we will talk. I checked the video. It's about plant reproduction and
Yes.
breeding. In my college, some professor is focused on breeding, especially some tree breeding.
Okay, we can try to develop our cooperation. Thank you, Professor Han. Do we have questions from the Zoom? Can we see the participants on the screen? Questions from this room? Pak Arif, maybe? Okay, Prof. Man.
Thank you, Professor, for your wonderful presentation. I'm just wondering, we have been seeing a lot of this research using plants for cancer treatment. When can we expect to see kind of concrete results that we can replace the chemical treatment with natural treatment?
Sorry. Okay. Actually, sorry. You mentioned the tree breeding or other, or some of the rice, or so different plant. So in China, so many professors focus on rice, but in my college, some worker the tree breeding. Tree breeding needed a lot of many time, so it's not easy. So maybe.
Yeah, he means that it takes time to develop natural treatment to treat cancer. For myself, in my experience in develop cancer using medical devices, I work from cell line and to animal, and we have finished our phase 1 clinical trials in Indonesia. But when we want to continue to the phase 2 clinical trial, there are politics here in Indonesia, so we go to Turkey. So it takes time, and it takes much money to do the clinical trials, maybe $1 million. Yeah. So, but I think Indonesia and China, Malaysia, we have many drugs from herbal. We have many potential there, so we can develop these herbal medicines to treat the cancer. Okay, thank you, Prof. Han. Okay, I think the time is up for Professor Han, so please give him a warm applause once again. Thank you, Prof. Han. Okay, we continue to the second presenter, Professor Ma'an Fahmi Al-Khatib. Please come forward. Can I see his, you can have a seat, Professor. His CV, I will read his CV first on the screen. Okay. So, Professor Manfan Rashid has been with International Islamic University in Malaysia, IUM, since 2007. He is now an associate professor at the Department of Biotechnology Engineering, Faculty of Engineering. He worked as an engineer for Water Equipment International Amman, Jordan, from 1995 to 1998. Are you from originally from Jordan? Oh, mashallah. I'm from Syria, so Syria, Jordan is near, right? Yeah, close. And as a senior researcher from Combicat R&D Center in Malaysia from 2005 to 2006. He is also a member and head of publication and web unit in Bioenvironmental Engineering Research Center, BIRC, and he was the coordinator for nanoscience and nanotechnology engineering research group from 2007 to 2013. Okay, Prof. Man, your time is 15 minutes. The time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. I can't speak Latvian, sorry, I can't say good morning in Latvian. First of all, I would really like to thank Al-Azhar University for inviting me. I'm very much honored and nervous at the same time, standing in front of all these professors and knowledgeable people. However, I believe that this is always an opportunity for us to learn, because we can stop learning when we die only. As long as we're alive, it's a learning process, a learning journey. Probably in my introduction, it was mentioned that I'm from, this is a TV screen, so I'm not sure. I was mentioned that I'm from Biotechnology Engineering Department. In the past 2 years, we rebranded our department and we call it Chemical Engineering and Sustainability. It's not that we are throwing away biotechnology, but we are trying to look into a more general perspective. So we are still doing engineering, but we are also looking into the chemical engineering. And putting the sustainability is to indicate that we are actually focusing on research which will lead to sustainability. I also a professor already from the university, and part of my talk will be about biodegradation of fats, oil and grease. I'm not sure whether this is a problem here in Indonesia or in Latvia or in China, but in Malaysia and some other countries it's kind of an issue. I will cover it shortly. Before I go into what I'm doing, since the seminar is about biotechnology and sustainable development, I think we really have to take sustainability seriously. So I believe that it is a philosophy rather than just a term that we use, and it has to really reflect on what we do. And if there are students watching me now on Zoom, I really hope that we will not take sustainability as part of the hype, that is arising because Western countries are promoting sustainability, so we just follow. We should think of sustainability as a need that we all have to look at. Since we are from International Islamic University and we are at Al-Azhar University, we always refer to our teaching in Islam about whatever we do. And sustainability is one of the very important aspects from the Islamic perspective. And if we Muslims are not sustainable, it's not because Islam is not promoting sustainability, because we are bad Muslims probably, not the other way around. And this is one of the saying of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, where he says that if it is the last day on earth, and earth will be, will vanish, and everybody will just disappear, and you have this small, offset or shoot in your hand, and you can plant it, plant it. I mean, the earth is ending, everybody is going to die somehow, but we still say that if you have this and you can plant it, plant it. And that brings me to sustainability, because this is about sustainability. The slogan sometimes says like, being sustainable, making a difference. But I believe being sustainable, creating hope. If anybody give me $1 million now and say you have 1 week to live, what will you do? I mean, what will we do if we have that chance? Most probably we will think like, I want to travel wherever I didn't manage to go. I want to take a private jet. I want to drive a Porsche for one day. We could think of all these things. But if we think sustainable, most probably we will think like, I will take half of this money and put it somewhere for somebody else to benefit from it. Because sustainability is about hope. When we are utilizing our resources, being plants or being oil or being rare earth materials, we should think in a way that we should utilize it where we are creating not only better life for ourselves, but better life for the next generation. And I can't avoid talking about what is happening in the world now. We are seeing a lot of atrocities happening in Gaza, and the world has failed. When we talk about human rights, and it's like, where are human? I mean, these people are also human. So that brings me to sustainability as well. Is sustainability only happening when it benefits certain group of people? Or are we really serious about sustainability? I think it's time for us to think, probably from the eastern part of the world, to think that we should lead somehow, because we should look at this as ethical matter. It's not political. It's not something that I should be sustainable because I want to make benefit out of it. No, we should be sustainable because we want to preserve the world. We want the next generation to have a better life as well. And I really hope that we carry this message and we work for it from our own bottom heart. Otherwise, we can see that the world, we are all suffering global warming. Just this morning, we're talking about the climate change and how it's affecting the weather in Latvia. In Malaysia now, we're having monsoon, and all the alerts are red everywhere. Flooding is going to happen, and they are. The country is really putting a lot of money just to, not to stop flooding, but to mitigate, not to mitigate flooding per se, but actually to see how we can reduce the damages that will happen. We cannot stop them anymore. Some of them is because of the climate change, some of them because of us. We've been doing development in a way that is not really, looking at sustainability seriously. So I wanted, maybe I'm a little bit philosophical now, but I think that philosophy is important. That's why we do PhD. This is called PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. So we don't want to lose the philosophy and focus on the doctor and become academicians without philosophy. Because education is about philosophy. And when we create generation, we should create generation who has clear philosophy about what they are doing. Now, moving from here, kind of my research is more focusing on environmental technology. I'm a chemical engineer by profession. However, as probably mentioned in my CV, my first job was with water and wastewater, and I just continued focusing on that. And when I joined IIUM, the department name was Biotechnology Engineering, so I was trying to see where I can fit with my, degree, because my degree was pure chemical engineering. So I was trying to see how I can fit there. And with working with my colleagues and collaborating with others from other universities, I found that I can actually look into environmental perspective, trying to merge between chemical engineering and biochemical engineering. I'm not sure how much time I spend now, but I will
still have 7 minutes.
All right. So I will try within this 7 minutes to cover about fat, oil, and grease. Now, fat, oil, and grease is basically is a waste that we generate everywhere, especially in our households and restaurants. When we cook, we use oil, and we don't see the problem because it drives away from our homes and our restaurants and so on. And with the increase in human population, eating is becoming more, people are eating more outside, and that's creating a serious sanitary sewer problem. So just to highlight the issue of this FOG, the fats, oil, and grease deposition, it's not just one place. In Canada, they have this issue whereby they have 1 million kilogram of fats, oil, and grease enter the wastewater treatment system every year in Canada. And it produces all these kind of issues, and 60% of the problem they face in the sewer system is because of FOG. In the UK, it's not less. They have approximately 200,000 sewer blockages throughout the country. 75% is from FOG. And this is one video that shows, maybe you can help me run the video. Yeah, so you know what is this? You know, this is a sewer pipe.
Pipe.
Sewer pipe.
Super pipe.
Sewer, the sewerage.
Super.
Yeah.
River.
No, sewerage.
Oh, sewer. Oh, sewer. Okay.
Yeah, so when we wash our, flush our toilet, but this comes from the kitchen. And you can see the fats inside the sewer. And to see that's in the UK. In Malaysia, of course, we also have the same issue. I'm not going to spend more time, but there are many cases every year are reported of blockage. When I say blockage, probably a picture says better. This is also a sewer pipe in Malaysia. You can see the fats are building up. And this is a manhole. You know the manhole? And this is samples we collected. So the oil that we throw through our kitchen accumulates inside the pipe, and it literally blocks the pipe. So you can imagine this is blocking like few inches pipe, full. And in certain areas in Malaysia, this blockage happens every 40 to 50 days. So the authorities has to go and clean it by water jet. So it's a serious problem. In Malaysia, more than 45% of the blockages happen because of this. So you can imagine if you have like restaurants, fast food restaurants using oil, hotels, these areas are like popular. And sometimes the sewer will overflow, you will have bad odor, all sorts of problems. And one major problem is that these oils can also go to wastewater treatment plant. And we know that in the treatment plant we're using microbes. So this oil will go there and disturb their appetite. Because microbes are eating wastewater. So when the oil goes in, it will disturb the process. And that is money. If we want to talk about money, that's dollar and cent. Because that will disturb the process and they have to do something about it. So I was thinking about what can we do to overcome this problem. Of course, basically, in every restaurant, they must have this grease trap to hold the grease, to hold all these fats. But it's not effective, number one, because the operators are not really serious about it. You see, they have the trap, but they have the water goes to the drain. They don't really use it because they have to clean it, regularly, and for them it's like a headache. And sometimes these people are, they need a lot of education and awareness about this. So it's not really working. So to avoid using this, they install the grease trap because it's a requirement by authorities. But when they use the sink, they throw the water to the drain. The drain goes to where? To the river. So it's like to avoid that, they run away using, and of course, authorities are trying to go after all these, practices, but sometimes it's really difficult to address. So I was thinking of what can we do, and that's where I start doing some research on understanding the FOG deposit. So we did experimental work, we did pilot study, we did computer simulation to see why is it happening and how we can stop it. And then we did some studies in biodegradation, and I will focus on the last one. So what we did is we collected some bacteria strain from wastewater treatment, oil-based wastewater. Because I tried other strains, it didn't really work well with FOG because it's very strong fat-based, substance. So thinking, bacteria is like us, we live in Indonesia, we have our own food. If I come to Indonesia, I need some time to get used to Indonesian food. And if you go to my country, you need some time to get my food. Bacteria is same. So you cannot just take bacteria from away and say, start eating oil. So I look for a source where it's oily already. And we managed to find that. We isolated some bacteria. If you can help me click on this. I cannot do that. Click on this image here. Yeah, so these are some of the strains we collected. Again, please. Click again. All right. So we managed to isolate many strains, but none of them were able to degrade FOG. So we managed to get these 4 strains which have capability to, of course, we didn't test them in FOG first. We tested them on lipolytic activity for these strains. Then we focused on these strains and we did optimization. Because I'm engineer background, so we will always look into optimization using design of experiment. And it's a very useful tool actually. If you are doing research, design of experiment is a very useful tool, can save your time, and I'm willing, if anybody is interested, we can collaborate on working on design of experiment.
Gentle reminder, Prof. Man, your time 1 minute left.
Okay, so what we have done, we have studied the biodegradation of FOG using all these microorganisms, and we study factors like concentration, pH, and so on. And so we use cooking oil. We collected oil that is being used in cooking, but that is still not representative. So what we have done, we collected, this is actually an actual grease trap from a restaurant. So you can see how much oil is there. Yeah. So we collected this oil, we run the experiment in the lab. We also study the what we call the HRT, the residence time of the water inside the trap and the concentration. And probably it's clear to see, no need to click. We can see that we managed to do a degradation up to 96% of the oil was degraded. Another one, please. One more. It's okay, no need to click, I think it's clear. And this is the design of experiment, and we can see it is significant. This is a ANOVA analysis, which indicate that the research, the model that we get from this is significant. One more, please. And this is what we call the 3D surface graph, which shows, this is what's good about design of experiment, because we can study the interaction between different parameters. If we do normal study, like one factor at a time, we cannot see that. But with this design, we can see the interaction between, for example, the inoculum concentration and the HRD in this. All right? So we can see how the percentage of degradation is quite high with this bacteria. So this bacteria is actually capable of degrading the FOG. So, and we studied the effect of temperature as well. And we found that temperature doesn't really have much effect on the biodegradation. In fact, when the temperature increases, that biodegradation decreases. But for us, it's not an issue because usually the grease trap is in open environment, so room temperature will be just good enough. So looking at these results, we can see that bacteria is actually able to biodegrade FOG, and that could be a breakthrough solution for this major problem. Now we have to look into how to engineer it and make it, viable to be used in the industry. Thank you very much. And these are the things I'm doing, the research I'm doing. I'm working on biodegradation of waste. FOG is one, the crude oil. Also, I did biodegrade crude oil from contaminated soil. Actually, we managed to do a very good results here, but unfortunately, during the pandemic, we lost all the strains because there was electricity failure at labs, and nobody was there to check. So I lost all the strains. So if anybody is interested to restart the work, I'm open. My major problem was getting the samples from the petroleum companies. They are really, we are doing work for free for them, but they're still stingy to give us samples. But anyway, if you are interested to work on crude oil biodegradation, I'm very much happy. I'm also working on petroleum sludge biodegradation as well. I work on nanotechnology, if you are interested as well. Sustainability in engineering education. I'm the co-chair for ICES co-chair in sustainable engineering, so this is another area. Community activities, I do a lot of community activities. I'm the chairman of IOM River of Life, so we do a lot of awareness and cleaning and working with the community about rivers. Malaysia and Indonesia are rich in rivers, but unfortunately, in Malaysia, like 60% of the rivers are considered dead. You cannot touch the water. So this is very sad. And of course, I'm open for any collaboration in teaching and research. This is my email. I'm glad for any contact. And thank you. Sorry for taking so much time.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Man, for his very interesting lectures. I also teach environment biotechnology, by the way. Okay, 2 questions for, okay, Pak Hidayat.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for your very interesting presentation. I hope I'm not opening the can of worm here, because you're talking about sustainability. I'm just want to know your take on the effect of artificial intelligence on sustainability. Do you think it's going up, going positive, or going negative, or doesn't really matter? The other one is, it was interesting, you actually changed the name of biotechnology to I forgot, chemical engineering and stuff like that. We have biology study program, and we are in the process of changing that into biotechnology rather than just biology. We are moving toward biotechnology. Can you explain a little bit why did you do that? And in addition to that, while you are here, would you be willing, or do you think it's possible for you to help us in developing a biotechnology study program in here? Thank you.
Thank you. Let me try to recall. They have three things. The first one was about AI. Now, in Arabic, we have a term, we say sword with 2 blades or 2 sides of a blade, right? And anything in life has that. We human beings, we can be ugly, we can be the other way around, beautiful, we can be good and bad. So AI is not different. AI is a tool. And when, because I was the Deputy Dean of Academic and Internationalization in my faculty, and unfortunately it was during the pandemic, and I was like, I have to deal with all this online, and some of the staff, they had never been exposed to online, they never used it. And when we teach the tools, we always start by a saying that a fool with a tool is a fool. It's not the tool, right? You can teach the tool to anybody, but if the person doesn't know how to use the tool, it doesn't make a difference. So AI is the same. AI can be a good tool that we can use to enhance. Like for me, if I want to do research, last time I have to look for papers and jump here and there. Now you just use AI, and you can get as many papers. But of course, until now, it's still not reliable in certain things. I try to generate questions for my students, and some students are really very much not intelligent at all. But definitely, if we use it the wrong way, it will lead. Like for our students, you can use AI. I encourage them to use AI. But don't make AI replace I even tell them, don't make AI replace NI, the natural intelligence. Because we need to keep our natural intelligence. And we have to remember, we learn AI from NI. What is AI doing is how our brain is working. And of course, they can never reach the complexity of our brain. So, it goes back to our ethics and values. That's why we cannot separate between education and ethics and values. If we do that, we are going to do like what's happening in Gaza now. They're killing children and they don't care, because there are no ethics. Our ethics is a tool that we use it, like a fool with a tool is still a fool. So ethics is a good thing that can be used, but when it's with a fool, then it's still a fool. It doesn't work. So ethics is working when it helps my purpose, serves my interest, and if it doesn't serve my interest, I can put it away. So we have to really, as I mentioned earlier, sustainability, ethics, values must be something that we do not allow anybody to play around with. I hope that answers your question. The second one is on biotechnology. Why we changed the name? Well, one of the reasons is the intake. Students been kind of confused when we say biotechnology engineering. So they're like, what is this? And as much as we have tried to explain to them, they still don't feel. And our intake was going down. So we thought, okay, let's go a bit broader. And then we go chemical engineering. And we like, should we use biochemical engineering or not? You know, so we thought, no, just go to the general, you know, to the board umbrella. But we put sustainability there to make sure that we will not go back to the chemical engineering, pure chemical engineering. So in fact, our curriculum didn't really change much in the sense. We still teach the basic chemical engineering as well as some biochemical. So our students now actually they have kind of strength that they can work in any field, being pure chemical engineering or biochemical engineering. The last question was about. Yeah, well, I will be honored. Actually, I'm not sure if I can really do. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm up to that level, but I will try my best. If anything, I can. Inshallah, it will be actually it's an honor for me. Yeah, if I can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Wan, for your answer. Thank you, Pak Hidayat, for your questions. Since we have limited time, so this is the end of the session of Professor Ma'an. So please give him a warm applause once again. Thank you, Prof. Ma'an. Okay, we will move forward to the third speakers, the most beautiful speaker we have today, because the other is handsome. So please come forward, Ms. Zaiga Fitola. Can we have her CV on the screen? Okay. So Ms. Zaiga is a PhD candidate in regional economics at Douglas Fields University. Her research interest is in green growth and sustainable development. Zaiga is a motivated business professional. Whoa. Business professional with more than 10 years experience as a project manager, financial consultant, and business owner. And go down. More, because I read, okay. And she also has experience in the grant management from the grant owners side in field of agriculture and small and social business. She is also active member of NGO evaluation involved in sector development for the rural community involvement and representation in civic participation, and law project development and sheep farming associations regarding farmers' representation in all levels of policy making. So he's a complete package. He is a business woman, he's an NGO activist, and also an academician. So. Okay, your time is 15 minutes, Ms. Zaiga.
I want to mention that this is only the start of my way in academic community. So I would like to thank everyone for coming today. And firstly, on behalf of Daugavpils University, I want to say that we are very grateful for Al-Azhar University community for hosting us such warmly. So it's just the second day in Indonesia, but we really enjoy it. My today's topic will be socially responsible research, focusing on biotechnology future. I'm not representing directly biotechnology community, but I will try to show pathway to our future cooperation and common values in this sector. All universities strives to practice high-quality research to overall benefits for students and society, and do it as best as we can. So this is the key aim to strive for excellence in research, and it is our day-to-day mission. Firstly, I want to highlight some benefits of research. What is the impact of what our academic community are doing? The impact of science spans a broad range of fields shown in this illustration. Different fields, subfields, each of its unique contribution to society. At its core, science generates new technologies, allowing us to understand the world around us. When the knowledge reach the decision makers and government officials, it can inform new guidelines, laws, ultimately shaping our society. Example, if you choose one economic, what is closer to me, then scientific discoveries and application of scientific methods drive innovations, create new businesses, and contributes to the cost savings and revenue growth. In our daily lives, we benefit from research related to medicine and well-being, and we can find connections to all of these dimensions. I want to admit that science and innovation are neither linear and not completely predictable. Unexpected outcomes and positive or negative results can arise. It doesn't matter is it large or small institution, because Daugavpils University is small university, or an individual researcher, or a network of scientific direction. We can just do our best and at the place we are and scope we are right now to participate in research community and give the benefits of what we are doing. Sustainability is a new idea. Sustainability idea is a new way of viewing economic development. And this, the previous and these illustrations shows that economic and society are seen as an embedded part of a biosphere. So in the globalized society, there is virtually no ecosystems that are not shaped by people, and no people without the need of ecosystem services they provide. So previous and the biotechnology sector strives to establish a low carbon economy and to rely less on natural resources, and in other part of realized economic, in the same time realize economic growth and value added through innovation. Previous research shows that 11 of 17 Sustainable Development Goals fits to biotechnology research, but in the same time we can find connections to all of them. Also, I put that Latvia joined before 6 years, signed this agreement, but Indonesia also signed the cooperation framework in April 2020. So we have common values to in the future and in the research topics. To reach this goal, we have a large space for cooperation, especially in cross-sectoral research between our institutions, between Indonesia, maybe Malaysia, and other countries in the world. If you look on data, a global biotechnology market was estimated at more than 1,200 billions in 2022, and it's estimated to grow to 3,200 billions in 2030. So the largest market right now is North America, but fast-growing market is Asia Pacific. So you have big opportunities and at the same time challenges to reach these predictions. And we have opportunity to be part of this prediction realization within cooperation. The linkage between universities and industry and government has been identified as a key factor to boost progress in sustainable development and, of course, in biotechnology market development. Also, if we look in research and development investments by sectors in Latvia, I put this slide to get to know how higher education institutions are linked, involved in it. Also, I want to mention that our country is very different. Latvia is a small country with population less than 2 million, and we face a democratic crisis. We have a lot of seniors, and only almost half of our population is only economically active citizens. So Lena, can you help me? Yes, yeah. So technology development and high added value is critical for our country's economic development. As I want to just once repeat that we have been, what is scientifically proven, that research and development in investments is very critical for economic growth. And we can see that the big changes haven't happened in the last years, but the positive that industry investments in research and developments increase. And it's also very important for our university development because industry-sponsored research is alternative revenue for state-funded, because we are a state-funded university, and it's also a matter of our survival, or how to survival. My English is not so.
That's okay. Mine too.
And to stimulate development of our region or university is very important. Also, I want to mention that there is a gap between investments for scientific employee by sectors in Latvia. If you see that the industry investments is much higher per one employee in the yearly data, and the government and higher education institution contribution is less. So for the socially engaged research is it's challenging. Also, if we look in international level, maybe data is not very new. Yes, but the situation is almost the same. I want to mention that between gross domestic expenditures on research and development as a percentage of GDP was twice high in high income countries than upper middle and middle income countries, and 6 times higher than in a lower middle and low income countries. So as a result, more than 70% of the world's populations are served by relatively small research and development systems that impacts development and research to achieve sustainable development goals. And unbalanced global science systems doesn't serve the need and interest of whole planet. So socially responsible research in higher education and international cooperation is very important to support this idea. I also want to shape biotechnology trajectory. During the next 20 years, biotechnology is likely to transform a broad range of human experience. Biotechnology probably will improve many aspects of human experience. However, the pressure and possible application of these technologies may also create social and economic disruption and raise numerous critical ethnic questions. So I highlight the increase in investments and decreased costs, regulatory restrictions, international acceptance, large-scale collaboration and cooperation responsible to environmental changes. if we think how our institutions and individuals from a higher education community can cooperate, here I mentioned some opportunities also we discussed in yesterday's seminar as well from the Al-Azhar University. You mentioned the same things I put also in my presentation, so maybe I won't repeat it. Also, funding is a critical part for advancing research in this field, and I put some new trends in Latvia. In biotechnology funding, we have students incubator, state-funded programs, and European-funded programs where students and academics can develop their ideas. And new trends is immuno-oncology, green therapy, precision medicine, health, digital health, and other fields we are working in. For socially responsible research, global partnership is very important, and as I mentioned here, multi-stakeholder collaboration, or I mean quadruple helix, so we should include all of these aspects in our research. Shared responsibility, financing for development, technology transfer, capacity building for students, for academics, and for all society, and so on. So I'm inviting you to pay attention more in your research in socially responsible ideas. So thank you for your attention. We can go.
Okay, thank you so much. Social responsible from our research. Very interesting, Ms. Zaiga. Yes, very important for us. One question from this room. Any question? Does anyone want to ask Ms. Zaiga? It's about medicine, financial investment in technology. Dr. Rashid, want to ask? Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's a question, but probably maybe you can comment since you already started your PhD on this topic. I think one of the very challenging roles, issues pertaining to research is the collaboration or the contribution, as you showed just now, government, institution of higher learning, and industry. A part of the high-income countries, most of the other countries, the industry contribution to research is really minimal. I've done a little bit of research, not much, because we are interested in looking at engineering career. I'm not sure about Indonesia, but in Malaysia and globally, there's a reduction in interest in STEM, science, technology, and engineering, and mathematics. Students are going for more other fields, and that threatens our profession as engineers. So if this continues, we will not find engineers in 10 years from now. So I was trying to, through our chair in sustainable engineering, to look into this issue. And I found that one of the reasons why graduates are not interested in industry is because, to some extent, it's like routine work, routine job for engineers, if you don't have research, you know. So in Malaysia in general, and most of countries, actually, if you go down, if you move away from the very high income countries, mainly US and few other, maybe Japan, other countries, their contribution of industry to research is very, very poor. It's always the governments that are, putting funds and saying, this fund you must collaborate with the industry. And then you have to look for industry, and sometimes they are I hope it's not recorded. Sometimes they are very, egoistic. What is it in us? I mean, we are giving you free money to do research. What more than that you want?
To be bureaucratic, because research don't happen. You should research now, not wait the program when it will fit the goals of program and the ideas you should, or the results what we need now.
Yeah. So probably
the situation
almost a question, but it's an issue. Probably if you have comment, or maybe you can really look into it, how to address this gap in research fund. Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe if I can comment on Latvia, I know we have a discussions lately that actually one is what we see in the official statistics for our country, but in reality there is larger proportion of private sector research and development activity, but it is not reflected in the official statistics because it is how you report these investments in the research and development, and because you can show it in different ways in the yearly balance sheets. So many private companies choose different solutions how they reflect it to better meet the taxation regime and so on. Yeah, so it's also maybe a challenge how to make a common approach how it is reflected in the reporting, these investments.
Yeah, I think it's important to make a triangle cooperation between the government and industry and also the people, right? Yeah, in university, yes,
Yeah,
of
to
course.
try bottom-up approach, not top-down approach in all the aspects.
Frankly speaking, I'm also working in an R&D technology. There's this company in Indonesia working with medical device in cancer treatment. We have to find our investor when we don't have any investor, so we use the research fund from the government. As I'm a researcher in this university, you know, to survive this company, you know, and to collaborate with other researchers in abroad. Okay, Pak Hidayat. Okay.
Thank you. I'm not talking about what Professor Arshad already said. I will talk little bit different topics. I think you are, again, the same, I will say the same, I will say request, not demand. The same request as I mentioned to Professor Arshad. The same thing also actually to Professor Zinggolan and also for you from Latvia, because I think I like to use this opportunity. You all have been traveled quite far to here, and here we have, as I said earlier, we have a biology department or biology study program. We will transform that into biotechnology for a very similar reason with Dr. Arshad in terms of the intake number, except we are going from the broad area as biology to a little bit more narrow but technology based. So I think that's one of the reasons. But what I'm saying is we are, with the collaboration, we have done quite a bit. I presented that yesterday as a study program. I think if you can, we can work together, and I will ask to help us develop the biotechnology program in here. Help in the sense that, you know, we collaborate in research, and also if you have, for example, the expertise of Professor Arshad, Professor Zinggolan, in contributing, for example, as a young professor, for example. So you don't really have to leave your position, but you have a role as a young professor and developing our study program. That will be wonderful. That will be a real result of this collaboration, not just ideas, but it can be done.
Daugavpils University is open, and the natural science is the strongest scientific direction in our university, so we can find a lot of professionals in this field. So I'm just the beginner.
Thank you, that's wonderful.
Okay, thank you so much for that, because the time is limited. So please give a warm applause once again to Ms. Zaiga. Thank you so much. So we will have the last but not the least speakers from Indonesia. Dr. Renat Yusuf Effendi, please come forward. So since he has introduced himself, so I don't need to introduce him again. But for me, he is the most active researcher in our university. Yeah. Okay. Pak Yunus, 15 minutes for the time.
Okay, thank you, Pak Firman. Okay, thank you for all of you. So I would like to give a short presentation about what we already done in my field actually. So I working quite a lot actually after I finished my PhD in 2015. Is working about the plant and microbes interaction. So at the beginning, actually, when I took my PhD, I working with a model plant. I mean, it's a Arabidopsis. But when I came back to Indonesia, I tried to working with Arabidopsis. Is catastrophe because I could not grow easily here. So then I'm working with this with banana. I think all of you know about the banana. And this work is actually a collaboration project with some institution in our country and also with another university. Next. Okay, so what I want to show you these things actually, the research actually we did quite a long time ago, since 2015 until now, still working. We work with the Fusarium wilt. This is a very devastating banana disease, which make one of the most important banana variety. The name is Gross Mashel. It was picked up in 1960 or 70 it was. And now came another variety, I think almost of you also know, is Cavendish. But now Cavendish is not anymore resistant to this Fusarium. This Fusarium wilt is a disease which are caused by pathogenic soil fungi. We call it as Fusarium oxysporum cubens. And this bacteria, if you can see here, if the plantation are already infected by this fungi, and then you just forget it, because the plantation cannot be planted anymore. You must keep this land, for example, normally more than 20 years, and then you can go make the new plant for this. Why? Because they have, we call this chlamydospore, which can resist in the soil, and then if the condition is good, then they will grow up again. And this is quite a problem also for Indonesia. So then when we make a collaboration project with the PT Perkebunan Nusantara Nasional, this is a big plantation company in our country. And this is some university which I also collaborate and try to working with this. And the last one is Nanotech Indonesia. We try to also develop new types of biofertilizer. Next. Okay, so this little bit introduction about the Fusarium wilt. Yeah, this caused by a soil-borne pathogen. And then normally people combating this fungi or this wilt using this type of method. For example, using fumigation, plantation rotation, plant rotation, and also try to find resistant cultivars. But this method is not, so far, there is no good news about this. For example, for the fumigation, since we're using the chemical, and then the product is not anymore, people don't want to use it anymore because the banana, the products is not interest for some people. And then we know that actually in the soil, they have, actually soil has their own potential to suppress the disease. Yeah, because since this soil-borne pathogen they can grow easily, but they can also be repressed by a community of the microbes in the soil. And then we call this soil suppression. Next. And this our proposed strategy to try to combating or to get the answer about this Fusarium wilt. So first we want to understand what is the community of the bacteria in the soil, and then we try to improve the plant. Yeah. How to plan to improve the nutrient use efficiency uptake after we introduction with a novel bacteria. And then at the end, we try to developing a new biochemical fertilizer. As you can see here, this is time when we try to work at the beginning, the 2015 until now, is still working. At the beginning, we work with the molecular plant defense response. We try to find some genes that we can use as the biomarker, as a molecular marker to identify easily when plants are infected by this fusarium. And then since 2016 until now, we working quite a lot with the metagenomic, transcriptomic, and some other omic approach. And then since 2023, now we try to develop a new biofertilizer. Next, Mas. Okay, so this is what we did in 2015. So we infected some banana plants with fusarium, and then we try to see the expression of some gene. You can see this, some gene which are related with the defense system in plant, and we can identify that some gene are high expressed in the plant which are infected, but the other one is repressed. Next. Next. Okay, and then we make a little bit more deeper analysis. We using metatranscriptomic analysis using high throughput sequencing. And then you can see here, this is actually the metagenomic result between two group of the plant. This is the plant which are infected by the fusarium, and this is the healthy plant. You can see that the high expression of some gene, this is some gene, all the list of the gene, they're quite like 180 degree different. If in the healthy plant, they are high expressed, but in the infected plant, they are repressed. So that means all these genes have possibility can be used as the marker to identify earlier of this infection, fusarium. Why this is important? Because when the plant are infected by this fusarium, you can see the symptom is after more than 2 months normally. Yeah, between 45 days until 2 months. But if using this kind of marker, you can easily find after after 6 hours, you can find it. Next. Okay, then from this work, we have one patent for this project. Next, Mas. Okay, and yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning, that the soil, actually they have their own possibility to make a defense to the infection of the fusarium. But since we know that even in the 1 gram soil, if you try to identify the microbes conventionally using conventional microbiology, microbial conventional technique, you can find more than 2 million different species of microbes. And this is quite difficult if we try to identify it directly. So then, by using this metagenomic analysis, we can try to identify easily. And this is what we did then. Next, Mas. Okay, so we compare 2 areas which are infected by the fusarium, and the other one is the healthy one. The very interesting thing actually, because the plant stay here, they are come from the same material plant, because they come from the what is tissue culture, from tissue culture.
Oh,
yeah, tissue culture. So they have the same genetic material, and they are nearby because they are very close. But the interesting thing is, some of them they are already infected and they are wiped out, yeah, and the other one is healthy. It's quite interesting. So then we propose that this must be something here in the soil that make this plant cannot be infected by the fusarium. Then using this metagenomic, we investigate the soil of the nearby the plant in the rhizosphere area, And what we found is quite interesting. As you can see here, yeah, that even in the very healthy plant, we can easily find that the fusarium are still there also. But the most important thing is, in the healthy condition, the number of the fusarium are repressed. The number is not much in comparison with the infected. Yeah, then that's quite important for us. So the question is why they can, why the condition can be like that. Must be there is an interaction between the microbes and the soil, which can be inhibit the growth of this fusarium in the soil. And then we make bioinformatic analysis using it. And then this is what we found, that when we make a comparative analysis of the microbial diversity, and we look the richness and the abundancy, you can see here that they are quite a little bit same, a little bit similar. But when we make analysis deeper, we can see that there is a network or co-occurrence analysis which indicate that even they have the similar number of the bacteria, but when there is some specific bacteria which might be in the healthy or in the infected soil, the number is not so much. This species is very, very important. We call it the keystone species. What is the meaning? The meaning is this positive interaction when we take the keynote species, for example, in this, I mean, we make simulation bioinformatic, and all this network construction is totally different. So that means what make the fusarium in the soil grow easily is not because we can find huge number of the microbes which can inhibit the growth of the fusarium, but because the bacteria have very roles function in this community. So even they didn't present in the high amount, but they have very important roles. So far we don't know exactly how they work, but we know from this network and co-occurrence analysis, but we found some keynote species which are very important. So maybe this is also learned for us that number is not always the matter. Sometimes if you are small, but if you are important, everything is going to be changed. Okay. Okay, so we make we found 3 keynote species here: Pseudomonas, Burkholderia, and Streptomyces, and also Bacillus. Next. Okay, then we make analyze more deeper using bioinformatic, and we analyze the pathway or something like that, and we found also that from this four keynote species, we can grow it, and we will use this as the bioagent for making the fertilizer. And this project, we can make one publication. It was in the Helion. Next one. Okay. Oh yeah. At the same time, we also identify many fungi and also bacteria, and we already make characterization in molecularly or also in the microbiology. Okay. And then we also working with the fungi also, and we see also that the number, also the richness as well as the abundancy of this fungi also important. Okay. And yeah, they also have the similar things like we found in the bacteria. I mean, this keynote species, keystone species, if we take from this community, and the community, I mean, these green lines indicate that the network is positive. I mean, if they grow, they will be grow also. But if we took this from this network, and the line is changed to be red, that indicate that they will be like against each other. So I mean, I don't know, we don't know exactly how it can be like that, but it is very interesting. Okay, yeah, and we found one keystone species here, Penicillium citrinum. Okay, then after we found some species which are important, and then we try to grow them and make them as the consortia. That means we try to make all these bacteria, these important bacteria, or also fungi, as the bioagent to repress the growth of the fusarium. And we make it. There is this is a Bacillus subtilis, Bacillus thuringiensis, Burkholderia, and as well as the Bacillus. We also make some in vitro and in vivo analyze to make competitive test between the Fusaria and also this, and we found some of them they have a possibility can be grow as the bioagent.
The reminder for your time, Pak Yunus, 1 minute left.
Okay, and we check, and then we make experiment by infected the plant with the Fusaria, and then we check the expression of the some defense related gene, and you can see here that between the control and the treatment they are quite different. Again, then the most interesting thing actually, we also have like a additional positive effect, since we combine the plant with the positive consortia bacteria. We found also that using the radioisotope technique to see the nutrient uptake efficiency of this plant, and we found that the number of this means even with we infected the plant with the Fusaria, but we also add the bacteria, the plant still can uptake the nutrient very efficient. So like this. So this means the application of the consortia of bacteria is important for plants. Okay, so this is also we using the metabolomic analysis also to identify some very important metabolome. Okay, again, yeah, and okay, next, and we do the same thing also in the palm oil with the same method approach, and we can also make a publication in the scientific report. It was. And yeah, this is the connection with the sustainability. Why this is important? Because we know that so far the farmer they use the fertilizer in the field is very, very inefficient. Normally when they give fertilizer, they just give more and more, and this will produce a negative effect to the environment, and also the cost is not is very expensive also. Then, okay, lanjut mas, again, and again. Okay, so then what we propose here, then with the sum of the consortia that we already established, we try to make a new fertilizer combining with a very, very tiny number of this chemical fertilizer. We still use the chemical fertilizer, I mean the NPK, but the number is very, very, very low amount, because we make nano approach. Yeah, so the NPK we make this to be nano, and then we combine with the consortia, and now the project is still working in the downstairs. Okay, lanjut mas. Okay, so this is about the nano fertilizer that now we grow in our project. The output is actually we want to get the prototype of the mixing formula of the consortia with beneficial microbes combining with nano NPK, and yeah, again. So this is actually it was me when I have still long hair, but now it's not anymore. It's last month I think actually. And then this is the scanning electron microscope, and we produce also, and like when we visit the sunflower, so this we also have project. After we get this fertilizer, then we will make a trial in the fields. Okay, so I want to show you all this project are done by our student. I mean the undergraduate student. So all this our student, they have their own project, and some also they're also a graduate student also from another university. But yeah, I mean, I want to show you that even with undergraduate student, we can make a very good project also. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very interesting study by Yunus. And Pak Yunus has been awarded world-class research fund from our government. Okay, one or two questions? Okay, please.
Thank you. It was really interesting. So many dimensions that we could talk about, but one very specific question. I saw you have a patent, and also yesterday I saw most of your researchers have a patent. So are these national patents? Are they global, I don't know, regional? And how challenging or long procedure it is to get the patent? And maybe if you can also some comments on commercialization?
It's a national patent. And then, yeah, mostly for the patent in our country, we took more. I mean, I get this patent is about 3 years. So we're waiting for 3 years it was. Then, yeah, this is normal actually in our country. Then, yeah, we want also, if there is also company or something like that want to use it, of course, I will happy. This. Berapa ya?
Not so expensive, I think.
Yeah, not so expensive. Yeah.
Not so expensive.
Yeah, it's not so. I think berapa Bu? He is a director who manage for the patent. Berapa? 3 million rupiah.
In dollars? In US dollar?
In euro? 200 kan ya? Yeah, it's about 200 euro. 250 euros. Yeah, I think it's very cheap actually. Yeah.
How about in Latvia?
I think Latvia is it's very expensive.
Really? 1,000 euros?
1,000 euros. More.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's probably because Latvia usually regarded, the patent is usually regarded as international automatically. No? Only for national one?
Yeah.
More expensive than Indonesia.
Okay, and for the national, I mean, cheaper. 1,000, yeah? Still 1,000, right?
Yeah, yes, I understood, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. One more questions? Do you have one more question here? Okay, Professor.
Maybe I missed some part of your presentation. I'm not sure. I'm also an intruder to this bio. I mean, I'm doing work, but of course not as deep as your, because this is your background. But my question is, did you try to do the culturing the fungi with the consortia?
Yes.
So that you can see whether it is really,
Yes.
and then probably
we
try to identify what are the active components that are.
Yes. Like I show you in the Mas, bisa tunjuk lagi yang metabolit tadi. Yang hijau. Bisa? Again, enggak yang sebelumnya, before, again, before, lagi, again. Nah, okay. So we using NMR technique to identify the metabolite which are produced by the bacteria when they we grow it in the liquid culture, and then we identify the metabolite using NMR. Yeah, oh no, not yet. No, not yet. Yeah, we still have not yet produced in the huge amount for this bacteria actually. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for all the speakers here, to Pak Yunus for his great research. And this is the end of our seminars, and we have listened to all great presentations from all the speakers. So please give them once more applause. Thank you so much. So I also want to thank all the participants here and also in the Zoom that has attended this seminar. So please give a warm applause to all the participants. So before I close this seminar, I would like to read a poem, but it's not Ping and Purwaceng poem, yeah? Pak Yunus, don't worry. So So this is not a different poem. So I will read the poem. The title of the poem is "We Are Together Bridging Collaborations." We are together in this room and Zoom, listening to talks and a poem, bridging collaboration from laboratoriums, hoping that collaboration will bloom. Thank you so much. So see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to the moderator and all of our speakers today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of our event today. I hope you found this morning's event informative and useful. We kindly remind the participant that the parallel sessions will continue in the classes that have been announced by the committee at 1 p.m. Thank you for spending time with us today. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In the heart of discovery, brilliant minds convert to push the boundaries of what is possible. This is the dawn of a new era in biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. Welcome to Collaborative Research and Innovation Center on Biotechnology, Genetics, and Breeding, where science and nature converge to shape the future. The Collaborative Research and Innovation Center on Biotechnology, Genetics, and Breeding, BGB, is a non-profit unit affiliated with the University of Al-Azhar Indonesia. At BGB, we bring together brilliant minds from all over the world. We believe that diversity and interdisciplinary research collaboration are the keys to progress. Our vision is strive to establish a preeminent hub for pioneering research and cutting-edge technology product development in the fields of biotechnology, genetics, and breeding. To achieve it, our mission are establish a leadership role in the fields of plant genetic engineering and biotechnology through pioneering research that results in cutting-edge technologies, agronomic products, extensive expertise, and influential publication. Our mission is founded on the sustainable harnessing of our nation's genetic resources to enhance a crop production and ensure food security. The aim of BGB is to foster interdisciplinary research, encourage innovation, and promote knowledge transfer in biotechnologies, genetics, and breeding topics. To thrive. At BGB, we are shaping the future. Join us in the journey to reach a better national prosperity and more sustainable world.